2005, 2 days to your wedding, you had anal intercourse with a man called Okyere.
I'm not gay. I've never been gay. I will never be. I mean, anyone who knows me knows that.
But me promise Paul something. You have eaten poison. You have murdered sleep, and you will sleep no more. Paul, you have murdered sleep, and you will sleep.
And for Kelvin Taylor to be at the Paul Adom Okyere and someone catch any and something to our kaya equity Musa Paul Adom Okyere crown where you gay. Now on any wale and ni Gina and our Mujaye. Now on any wale or Sansuni Bema for a crocodile and someone Kelvin Taylor. I cannot some Ketuana Kelvin Taylor. I can't some new year yana Paul Adom Okyere and so didn't you move. Na wasi Kelvin Taylor and someone walking in and say, well, no, for Adom Okyere, one in a year agile and Ukrubianim. Now, one no, you would name you behind himself, no, for Adom Okyere, or Niki. Now, I am now saying some now costing on Kowaniano, and so, and Crophobisis are one year noir. A coto social media, and ye will be a far, or by Jane say, a no credit. And some idiot one should in Chimwabana. We too many way, now we too many way. Yanko na yanko tie omumienu omonsam no na before say ye betu omienu no ye kan tie Kelvin Taylor ne nsam o kan ye de wia ye de Paul Adom Okyere e de no ato aso.
Paul something. You have eaten poison. You have murdered sleep, and you will sleep no more. Paul, you have murdered sleep, and you will sleep no more. Your woman, your wife, your ex-wife is an innocent woman. But there are a lot of things I'm going to put out. It hurts to say your children will see and your ex-wife will see. It hurts me, and I'm first going to apologize to them. Because in the future, I'm going to do damage. People like you are not supposed to live amongst humans. I'm apologizing to your kids first. I really apologize to them. I apologize to your ex-wife. I am going to do damage, but a home popriano, they will get a little bit of the hit because they will see you. They will see things they don't want to see, and it's all because with Jimmy and Amasa Nyoma Wingina Esi. So you have actually murdered sleep. I am responding to yesterday editorial to let you know I am not done. 2 days to your wedding. In 2005, 2 days to your wedding, you had anal intercourse with a man called Okyere. He was a very good friend of Gabi Okyere. You have forgotten about those records, right? 2 days. I will be worried. 2 days. I will show you what you don't want to see in your life. 2 days, answer now your wedding, you were treating gonorrhea. The gentleman you had anal sex with, your friend, the gentleman you had that intercourse with your friend, Okyere. You had gonorrhea. You were treating it 2 days before your wedding. Paul, I said you have eaten poison and also you have murdered sleep. You will sleep no more. 2 days to your wedding, you had anal sex with Okyere. You were treating gonorrhea before the wedding. You want evidence? I will show you. You think it's a joke? Then I'm up doing power manager and I'm doing power ex-wife. What you are going to see, it will kill you slowly. Any day you will die in your bed. You have no idea. My body, the gentleman you had anal sex with, your friend Okyere, 2 days before your wedding, you were treating gonorrhea. You. Okyere is Gabi Okyere.
Now, Kelvin Taylor, and see and Paul Adom Okyere. And so by and was, hey, Cratty. Say, we knew her would be the da and go far bang. And some no our canoe, my Tommy boy see tear from head to toe. But could cry and wear and croom. What's a man may jai, many may in jay. And me Paul Adom Okyere. O bia wo nim me bia nim se me Paul Adom Okyere me nya gay. Na me ntumi nso nya gay da. Me ne me yire na te. Ya wale a ye ya awarefo a ye tie ene wono nso ensem no odi mu nchemu bebre aba ene wono nso de ama Kelvin Taylor back to back yanko na yanko tie no ye ba ye beto so ha eye GH1 Plus TV. Subscribe, like, share, and leave your comment or comment section or me.
There are many people in the world. Some people are gay, some people are not gay. I am not gay. I've never been, and I will never be. As a matter of fact, let me show, the guy that said is my gay partner. Can we see? Can we see? Please, let's start with that photograph. We were sorry about that, but I mean, I've been compelled to say this, which is completely unnecessary. But I'll say it. They say somebody is called Okyere Boa. I don't know anybody called Okyere Boa. I've never met anybody called Okyere Boa. If I know some Yeboah and he's not Alex, he's Alex. I don't know. I don't call him Alex. I don't know anything like that. And I mean, the kinds of things they say that on your wedding day you had gay sex and you got some disease, and it's very gory. But it's not true. It's absolutely untrue. And I can understand why they do these things. And I heard recently, and I'm sure you also saw KSM's video, where they said there's some brand of journalism called Jandam. And Jandam journalism is to say something that's not true repeatedly. And when you say it repeatedly, it becomes true. It's not true at all. Now, I've been around. I went to school in Presec for many years. I went to University of Ghana for many years because it was 2 times. I went to University of Ghana for first degree, second degree was law, and I've been there all the time. I worked at Joy FM, Radio Gold, Choice FM, Radio Universe as a campus, you know, when we used to play with Radio Universe at campus. And I started Metro TV's Good Evening Ghana. And then we went on to, I set up City FM in 2004. We were quite successful with it. You know, I got a call one day from Nikamata Fio, said, can you set up a new radio station, the 2003, 2004? I said, well, I can take you far, but Samens can take you further. He was abroad. I brought Samens back home. He came home, he set up, he led it, and we were successful. I've been working with people. So if I'm gay, there will be some semblance of, you know, I've been to school all the time, but I don't know why they say these things. I don't know. Sometimes the way people fight these battles is what they are, they say you are. So it's a reverse psychology they do. What is innately their nature is what, and it's an embarrassing nature for them. They transfer it onto you and say that you are gay. So they say you have some gay partner called Okyere. I don't know where they get the name from, and that Okyere Boa is ready to speak. He should speak. He should very well speak, because I don't know him. I'm not gay. I've never been gay. I will never be. I mean, anyone who knows me knows that. And then they talk about my wife has issued a statement that she has divorced. Is completely and absolutely false. It's not true at all. And it is also because they are taking advantage of my private life, you know, because viewers, you see me talk like this on TV, you know, but I'm not a very outward person like that. I just operate in a small group. Everybody who has worked. When I used to work at Joy FM, there was a timetable. You come to work at 4 a.m. and you close at 4 p.m. and all that. Because I like to work in small groups, I had to plead with Samens to design my own schedule from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Because I work in small groups. I am not very, you know, so if I do a party, it's for my people. They talk about how my family is in tatters. I think also the problem is that they cannot understand how a marriage can last that long and it's still on. That is the work of God. That's not the work of man. That you are still married from wherever they saw your big wedding, or so they call it, big wedding on screen. They were envious of it, obviously. The way they talk today, you can tell that they were envious. It pained them at that time. I don't know them. I've never met this seamstress in America before. I don't know him. I've never ever met him before. And there's another guy, a friend of mine, Kwabna Bobi and Class FM. He also talks about this. Paul Adumochi is gay. I don't know where he gets it from too, because he too, I've met him just once. I don't know him. I used to listen to Asempa and listen to him. Then when he had his problems with Joy FM, KSM called me that Bobre is being maltreated by Joy FM. Can I grant him an interview on Good Evening Ghana? I said, what does he want to talk about? He says he wants to talk about how Kwesi Chum has maltreated. Once they mentioned the name Kwesi Chum, I said, no, I can't do that. I mean, this is a man who gave me opportunity when I was a student. I can't come on Good Evening Ghana. In fact, me doing Good Evening Ghana is premised on my work at Joy FM, which Kwesi and Samens gave me the opportunity to do. So why am I going to be on Good Evening Ghana and talk about Kwesi negatively? He's running his company. He decides that somebody cannot be part of his company. Is that a matter for me to discuss? So I told KSM that I don't want to do that interview. That's a long time ago. And that's my only sort of connection with Bobie, but he still says that, and Paul Adomoche is gay, and he even has names for me. I ignore it because I think people will not take it serious. But when it comes from all over the place and people are saying that, look, speak about it so that at least there's a record that you said something about it. I don't know Alexia Boa. I've never met, I don't know anybody called Alexia Boa. Prior to the wedding that you are talking about, and all this is private, but I have to share it. The groomsmen, we were together for days at Alisa Hotel. We had gone to the British High Commission to learn how to wear Scottish kilts. So we were together all the time. There was no Alexia Boa with us. I don't know. Anyway, let me get to the rest of the thing. So they said, I'm divorced. It's not true. And I'm saying that maybe, you see, if you marry a Sudanese because you want to be a citizen of Sudan, that's a different matter. If you do that, you might not think that marriages can last that long, because your marriage is so that you want to be a Sudanese. So you want to marry a Sudanese. Without marrying a Sudanese, you are a nobody. You have absolutely no traction. But that's the problem sometimes they have, and I don't have any problem with it. And because Good Evening Ghana has lasted for so long, as I was saying, you know, people want to make it the standard. The other day, you heard A+ saying that when he was sleeping in some place in North First Light, I was doing Good Evening Ghana. So at that time, he recognized me as the standard. But he says now he has overtaken me because he's a member of parliament and I'm still a blogger, which is okay. But that is, so if you imagine Good Evening Ghana as your standard and you are trying hard to reach the standard, but you are not able to rise to the quality of research, candor, and things like that, and you have to use insults to make people aware of you, that's your cup of tea. And that's why they've introduced a new journalism called Jandam. Jandam, they say, means say the lie consistently and